Hello, welcome to Content Breaker. How are you gentlemen doing today?
Straight out of care about this.
I know.
Just kidding. It's
I'm drinking Snoop Dogg wine, man.
What? Why?
I'm jealous.
Dog wine. Hell yeah.
I'm jealous.
Thematic,
Wait,
man.
yeah, that's I'm saying that's your thematic element. This podcast.
I'm over here being hydrated.
Me too. But
Oh my goodness.
yes, thematically, because this episode we're talking about straight out of nowhere, Scooby-Doo exclamation point meets Courage the Cowardly Dog.
You have to add an exclamation point.
Because the title's dumb.
It is a little dumb.
It's a play on a movie that came out way before this.
I think it's a play on a meme that's like 2 years old at this point.
It's the meme.
But
It's
the
gotta
meme
be.
is based
yeah.
off the movie.
You're
so,
right. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. But,
Yeah, but
no,
it wasn't for the meme. There was no way that this title would be it.
that's fair. That's facts.
Gosh.
So, Kelz, no, Strange.
It's me.
Tell us
It's me.
what we're
One of us.
doing. Like, tell us about it.
Most of us watched the Straight Outta Nowhere movie where it was like, I think last year we did talk about, like, what if Courage and Scooby-Doo had a crossover? And we got our answer, I believe. It was sometime last month. It came
Who
out.
didn't watch the movie?
I don't know, but like I need them to bring dedication to this product, man. Like, who was out here not watching movies? Must be strange.
No, it wasn't me. I watched it.
Yeah, it was definitely the guy who brought this movie to our attention.
Yeah, came
Oh,
out.
that was you, Zog, the whole time.
And he's got it on DVD. We can't give him shit.
Yep.
He committed.
And I know I did. Yeah, I know I did. So, like,
I watched the movie, but
You
I
lying
mean,
son of a bitch.
Maybe.
Anyway.
my mom is a nice lady, Zog, and I'm gonna tell her that you said that.
Be like, Mama, he isn't your son.
We
And
just
he
know
was
this one.
He was your favorite. She gonna feel betrayed. She gonna be on some like 7 days and 7 nights stuff, you know.
Anyways, this
All
movie,
right.
the team up that no one, I guess us, we
Wait,
asked for this.
we
I'm gonna-
asked
I'm gonna
for
be-
We
it,
specifically asked
and
for
we
this.
got it, and it's
And
very.
We did not know what we were gonna get.
It's definitely something I did want to bring this up. This should have happened like years ago. Like
This
when
definitely felt like an early 2000s movie.
when Courage the Cowardly Dog was at its like peak, that's when this should have happened, and I don't know why it just happened now. It came literally out of nowhere.
Nostalgia.
Yeah, money, but like
It felt
It's so
like I was
random.
watching Power Rangers, like back in the day when they would team up. You know, like I'd just be like, "Why?" But hey, it's cool. You know, it's like, why are the Ninja Turtles here? I don't know, but like, whatever.
why are the
It's fun to watch.
Beetleborgs? Why are the Beetleborgs in Power Rangers? I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Yes,
Why
I
is
know.
there a
the
dragon?
Machine Army.
Yeah, because the final Red Forever needed villains, and that's why they were there.
Final. What?
So this
Because that was
movie,
supposed to be the end of Power Rangers.
No, it wasn't.
this movie is entirely a plot that is formed around the need to have X amount of characters on
Yeah.
screen and in the script entirely.
It was-
like the plot of the show does not fucking matter.
No,
it's
it did-
another Courage
did not.
episode where we get to like relive all of the stuff. But we get to see Scooby-Doo hijinks, we get to see Courage the Cowardly Dog hijinks, and we get to see all of our favorite characters.
Yeah.
Kind of sort of.
Literally all the tropes from each episode were present in this, like the whole doorway gag, hallway running around scene, them changing into costumes, and Courage joins in. I thought that was adorable. Like, oh, it's Courage and a mustache. It's funny.
Yeah.
I did
I did
actually
like-
laugh out loud several times during this.
I did really like the blend of like the whole Scooby-Doo formula, the idea of it, these kids going around solving mysteries and everything, blending well with the insanity that just is nowhere in Courage the Cowardly Dog.
And
It's like, why is this all happening? I don't know.
plot wise,
We'll come up with a reason later.
I really felt like this was like the season finale for Courage the Cowardly Dog, but they just threw in Scooby-Doo just for like for whatever reason.
Extra points.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, what? This feels like this was they had this script for the final episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog lying around, and they just
it
dusted it off.
definitely could have been that. I mean, the opening credits when they show the studio and everything,
Mm-hmm.
that was a really old Warner Brothers thing with Daffy Duck coming out and just doing Daffy Duck things. They haven't used that one in years. Like, I want to say almost a decade, I think. So,
Like, I feel like this was maybe this in my mind. Like, I'm like, maybe this was never supposed to come out, but then, like, maybe this is from somewhere in the past and it wasn't supposed to come out. And then they're like, oh, the voice actor for Miriam died. Let's put her final like work into the world.
Was that her?
I feel like
who knows?
I
Yeah,
feel
that
like
was her.
we could easily verify this with research.
Yes.
But who has time for that?
We should.
We should have time for that.
And that's why I said it was a I feel statement instead of this is what happened. I'm like,
We're
I felt it
professionals,
could have
goddammit.
been. I'm saying if
Are
I
we, though?
literally
Are we?
wanted to. Yes, I am. It says it on. This is on my resume, man. This is on my job resume, so we better be. professional.
Didn't watch Straight Outta Nowhere for the podcast on Monday evening.
Yes.
The specific episode.
But
Yes.
let's kind of, I guess, talk about the plot right quick, just for the
We
sake
can.
of doing it. Just for the sake of doing it, they shipped off on a mission to nowhere after
Well,
Scooby-Doo runs off in a trance. And total side note, I love that this moment is when they introduce that like courage music, that
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
that to be like a major hypnotism plot point for both dogs was like, oh, this is how I know we're gonna introduce courage. All right, yeah.
It's like I was like,
Yeah.
I was wondering. No, that was a very nice touch. This whole episode, or this whole movie, sorry, I should say, it was just filled with tiny Easter eggs. A lot of them pointed towards Courage the Cowardly Dog. Not so much the Mystery Gang. I mean, they were there. It just seems like
Yeah,
you took the Mystery Gang, put them in Courage's world, and then
Well, that's
That's
the thing. The Mystery Gang travels all over the place anyway.
mhm.
Yeah.
So when you have those little touches and everything, you want to use the setting for as best it can go. Since the setting changes for the Scooby Gang, all of their little touches are going to be character-wise and how
But-
they would interact in that environment.
Certainly, it feels like, at least for the majority of this show, later on we get a lot more courage. But for at least for the first portion, it does feel like Scooby-Doo tours the Courage universe.
Which I actually didn't mind. I honestly thought overall that was a nice balance they struck between like the Courage characters and the Mystery Gang characters. I don't know. Overall, I had a fun time watching the whole thing.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed watching it.
Now, how we got to points of plot was definitely very cartoony, and it made me laugh. Like, they got the letter from the mayor or whatever. It didn't even have an address, but like, all right, let's go. It's like, where are you going?
sure.
Where do you go? Why? Where you?
Now, random car chase straight out of Fast and the Furious.
That
Go.
what really was.
Man, I was
I
so
liked-
mad at that.
Like, cars just flipping all over the place. And we're just
Oh,
over
don't
here.
worry, I got you. We'll make it. Boop 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 boop.
Yeah.
Jet booster.
Let's use the jet boost.
Just-
We have a jet boost? Yeah, when you were putting the decals on the car, I added it.
Oh, you need a grappling hook and an anchor? Don't worry, fam. We got you.
I installed
the
it.
fuck is this?
I liked
To be
how the
fair,
movie.
The most out of character, the weirdest thing about all of that is that Daphne's the one who put that stuff on the car.
Not really, because she's
Yeah.
strong. But Kai, what are you talking about?
I was gonna say I liked how the movie blended elements of both, like Scooby-Doo and Courage the Cowardly Dog. I felt like it was a good mix, and I feel like a really good example of that was at the end with a big reveal of the Cicada Queen. How it was like, yeah, oh, it's just a random guy, but who is this person? And then it's like, boom, it's LaQuack and Cass. It's like, oh, it's Mystery Inc. Oh, it's Real Monsters, Courage. No, it's Mystery Inc. No, it's Back to Courage. It was like a cake.
Personally, I was kind of mad that it wasn't some random only movie like character.
Yeah.
Because that would have made the plot matter. But by making it just LeQuack and cats, it's like, oh, of course. I saw this coming
This shit.
40 minutes ago.
I was like,
you know what?
that explains the giant
I saw
cicadas.
this coming when they showed the statues.
Yeah. I was like, that explains the giant cicadas. That explains like the whole.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it
Why
does.
Yeah, no.
cicadas?
Cats.
Why cicadas?
Cats. Remember, he had the
Okay.
giant spiders in that one episode.
Yeah,
So he has
Cats
access to
was-
bugs.
All about the bugs.
I don't know why.
That requires a lot of prior knowledge if
Yes.
you had not watched.
I would not suggest this movie to anyone who has not watched Courage the Cowardly Dog, because like if they had only watched Scooby-Doo, I would not suggest this to them. I'd be like, no, you need to go watch the entirety of Courage the Cowardly Dog, several references,
Maybe not the entirety, but just like 2 or 3 episodes.
at least Dr. Mole's World. Watch that one. It's Dr. Mole's World. No, nobody.
Oh,
even-
that reminds me though.
That was my favorite
what the
episode. That
fuck
was funny.
moment in this movie was when Eustace just starts rapping.
Okay, yes. Okay.
I,
No,
that one
this
threw me for a loop.
This I can definitely blame on like corporate. We need to include some kind of rap thing that was like, for like the one period during the entire 2000s or whatever, there was always some kind of rap segment in every single kids thing. I'm gonna blame someone on the executive board for putting that in. It was weird, but it was also kind of storytelling. I don't know. It was also filled with a bunch of Easter eggs and stuff like that, or he was talking about stuff that had happened during the. I don't know. It was weird.
It's also where you get the title of the movie.
Yes, and I was like, "This is how we get the title of our movie." Why?
This.
It
No.
was no.
It was
Yeah,
just-
I was like, this could have been left out and everything would have been okay, but
You could have, you could
You
have
can
hard
completely
focused.
cut it.
You could have hard focused a Courage and Scooby movie and not had to make this filler bullshit
No.
and like detract from my excitement of this shit based on the title and this one scene of like, because we get Eustace is greedy. Okay, yeah, that's a character trait. It's wonderful.
He's such a
But we
greedy
didn't have-
asshole. Even
we
the
didn't
mystery
have-
game, like he's a fool.
You could have made him a cool rapper dude to try to get along with the hoodlum teens of the mystery machine because he doesn't clearly know. Like you could have made that a thing without giving him a whole ass rap section, and then not even like making it matter to the whole team until the fucking end of the movie when he walks out naked and is like, "Where's all my money?" Like you could have had that come into play. Like it going, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah,
You're
Like
missing one huge thing. They have to appeal to the urban audience. So to do that, you could either do something meaningful and profound, or you could rap. So
You could have a crotchety old white dude from the middle of nowhere.
he had a
with
baseball cap
with kind
on.
of a hick accent.
Yes.
And no teeth.
This was for the culture.
when he bites into the bread and there's teeth marks when he clearly doesn't have like his top set of teeth.
Always thought Eustace was one of the most disgusting cartoon creatures. Just
Well, yes,
For good reason.
yeah. Ah, there's a monster driving that truck. No, call him Eustace. That was funny. That was actually really funny.
That is great. Muriel is the goat in this movie. She has some of the best lines.
Yes. And when she's like, why don't you take the dogs in the truck and I'll go hang out with the random bunch of teens? Muriel's a real one.
R.I.P.
A bunch of riddle solvers. It's great.
Always a sweet lady. Always a sweet lady.
Again, I did
mean-
laugh several times during this.
I gotta ask y'all something.
Okay.
So, since this is a Scooby-Doo movie and a Courage movie, how would you all rank this on the scale of Scooby-Doo movies? Like,
Well,
anywhere from Zombie Island to the Kiss special. which is at the bottom.
I thought the
the
one
list.
at the bottom was the one that doesn't exist, that being the John Cena movie.
That was better than the Kiss special. Because
Really?
at least, yes,
I
because at
hadn't
least
actually seen it.
I hadn't seen
Yeah,
either of them, but I'm assuming it. It
You're
had to be
assuming
better.
it's just that
You're
bad.
just
I watched 10, maybe 5 minutes of the Kiss special, and they did this bit where like Gene Simmons' tongue kept going, and it was like really gross. It was like,
Family Guy did it first.
yeah, it's just. But they didn't take it to where Family Guy took it, if you know what I mean, because it's a kid show. But yeah, no. How would you guys rank this upon the like pantheon of Scooby-Doo movies?
I've seen enough Scooby-Doo movies that I don't even remember them all. And the fact that this one is so fresh in my brain because I literally finished watching it before I got on for this podcast. I'd probably rank it in the upper half, but
Really?
give me some time to sit
like,
on it.
it
might change.
wasn't terrible. Like it wasn't. I didn't like hate myself watching it, much like Fate the Wink Saga.
Now I gotta disagree with you, bro. At least Fate the Wink Saga, like
Had
at
the
least
jacket.
that made me feel something.
Really?
Hate is an emotion.
Well,
That jacket was fire though.
Literally.
I missed the jacket.
Literally.
It was literally fire.
I mean, what for straight out of nowhere, Scooby-Doo meets Courage the Cowardly Dog. Being the 36th entry in the direct-to-video series of Scooby-Doo films, at this point, I don't know if there's really a metric. There's the classic period that everyone always has, where we've got, Zombie Island and the one with the Hex Girls,
Which
the
is
one with the Hex
Ghost.
Girls again.
Australia.
Yeah, anything with the heck. But anyways,
Right.
it's like
Are you
at
right?
this
100%.
Mhm.
at this point, they're like the one before this was like Scooby-Doo goes to WrestleMania. Like, so at least this one's kind of fun, but at this point, none of it fucking means anything. It's
Actually, the one before this was
That's what it fuck-
Scooby-Doo and the Sword and the Scoob.
Really?
just the
fought
sword
dragons.
and the Scoob.
Really?
Yes.
I haven't caught up.
I haven't
watched.
watched that one. So they're
Okay.
doing the Tom and Jerry thing now.
Y'all, we did the wrong movie. In 2019, they went back to Zombie Island. We gotta watch that.
No,
You
actually,
don't
that one.
wanna watch that
no,
one.
you don't.
You don't
actually.
wanna watch
You
that
really
one.
don't want to watch it.
You hurting me. You hurt
No.
my heart.
Good.
I'm sparing you pain.
Pretty much, yeah. Listen to Zog. You don't do it. He's gonna watch it right after this podcast. Don't do it. Just
Yo.
don't do it.
Hey, at this point, it's his fault.
I'm not gonna watch it.
I love the scene where Courage's computer
Oh
and
yeah.
Velma's
Tablet.
tablet are like computer flirting
Mm-hmm.
and like, would you like to share a download?
It's like,
Okay,
well,
like-
this is a weird ship.
No, I totally saw it happening, but I still laughed at it, even though I'm not bragging or anything. But I saw him like, it's gonna plug it up to the computer, and because the computer's like semi sentient, it's gonna start.
Both of them were. It was
Oh
wonderful.
yeah, that's true. Also,
Basically, all of the jokes you see coming in this, they don't hide them very well, but they don't really need to. They're basically making this for like 10-year-olds. Like the one with the phone. They keep referring to this audio self-help book that Scooby and Shaggy are trying to used to get braver.
mhm.
And chaos all around them. They're just like, what does it say? What does it say? It's like, are you surrounded by monster furniture? I can't help you. I'm out. But the phone comes alive at that point, grows arms and legs, and literally just jumps back in his pocket. There's always a little twist to it that you don't really expect.
Lord.
But you
I was-
see it coming from a mile away.
I was kind of hoping that the self-help app would like be part of the villain.
I was actually
But-
wanting that too. I was like, this has to be,
That would have been good.
but it,
Because,
it
like,
wasn't.
We like it was right at that moment where it's like, are you being attacked by mutant furniture? And they're like, yes. And it's like, the app is spying on them. But no.
Nah.
I was half expecting it too. Also, I can't hear Velma's new voice without hearing Webby from DuckTales.
DuckTales,
The 20.
yeah.
I was like, Webby, wait a minute. It's Velma. No, it's Webby. Wait.
I'm not going to lie. The entire movie, I was trying to place where I've heard her voice before.
Literally,
It wasn't until the end where I was just like, wait, that's Webby.
Mm-hmm. Just wanted to say, hi, we need to cover that series one day. It's fun time.
Well, if y'all would put things on the list and then actually,
You
but
part
no,
of the
I
list
agree
too,
with you,
sir.
Kelz, that the main problem with this was it didn't have Hex Girls. Like,
If
It's
the Hex Girls
100%,
girls showed up, this would have been the best
Is the
thing.
takeaway.
like literally, I guarantee you, because I believe I saw once on the list that Witch's Ghost was rated right under Zombie Island in terms of like the Scooby-Doo movies.
It came out right after Zombie Island.
But it was also, yes, it did. These are
Really?
facts.
I thought it was the fourth one.
No, it was the second one. Everybody forgets that. It's that, then Alien Invaders, then Cyber Chase, then the Chupacabra. No, Vampire, then Chupacabra. Anyway, back to what I was saying. That the Witch's Ghost is number 2 because of the Hex Girls. And that song was a banger. And I ain't gonna lie to you, the only thing I remember from The Legend of the Vampire is that they were in Australia and the Hex Girls.
Yep.
And that's what I care about. So if this had the Hex Girls in it, we would have got some more love, romance, triangle stuff between Freddy, Daphne, and black-haired Hex Girl, his best girl. And then we would have got like Scooby and his relationship with the drummer, which is confirmed because it happened in What's New Scooby-Doo.
Scooby?
They're all Shaggy and his relationship with drummer girl because it was confirmed in What's New Scooby-Doo.
I mean, look, man, Shaggy and Scooby are a weird tag team. We're not going there, man.
You were the one that went there, though. You were the one that got in the car, put it in the GPS. And I'm like, nah, man.
We're taking Eustace's truck right off this fucking cliff.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
This time I want to be in the truck when it goes boom.
But I believe that the Hex Girls would have fixed 90% of the problems.
Probably. But hey, speaking of Hex Girls, though, that soundtrack. I mean, besides Eustace's rap, other than that, what about the soundtrack, though?
Needed more Hex Girls.
That's fine.
Oh, all right, then.
I enjoyed that one song from the Courage soundtrack about like the dancing hypnotism. That was a pretty like ingenious way to bring that in, kind of introduce that to Courage fans. It was, other than that, like incredibly fitting. Nothing stuck out weird like.
When the
intro was whatever. The one song that played when they were finding the fucking like meteorite was weird and kind of out of place for like a musical set piece. But just because the music, like I don't mind having a musical set piece. It was just a weird song.
Yeah, no, that whole scene was trippy, but I think maybe that was the point, but I don't also want to give them that much credit for that.
I mean, that's fair. I do think that was the point because they established that the meteorite's made of dark was it dark matter?
Dark matter, which
something
that was,
and it has it's unstable. It has weird effects on things. So they're passing this thing around like it's a fucking basketball and turning people into random shit.
Which is cool. There's a bunch of fun stuff, like when Daphne turns into a fucking like Mario character.
But
then like
full on 8-bit and everything.
Yeah.
But then like later on in the show, it's fucking like this meteorite turns it into Kaiju Big Battle. Like, okay.
I was like, so we go from Fast and Furious to Kaiju battles.
Oh, I gotta say, the ending though was actually really funny when they're just using it as a disco ball, and the random general who shows up and the lieutenant is just like, "This is way better than what we were gonna use it for."
That was actually really
we were just
funny.
gonna turn it into a weapon.
I don't care. I love those two. I was so happy when they came on screen. I was like, yes! I didn't think they would make it, but they're here.
They were in
They always
disguise the
somehow
whole
make it.
time.
They always somehow make it.
I like the risky business, the risky business cameo with Eustace in his underwear.
Okay.
My bad, but what?
Yeah.
Yeah, at the top
I'm
of
a
the
little-
stairs when he
Talking
did
about the end. He's talking
Yeah.
about the end of the movie.
Or he's just wrapped in the towel.
I was just gonna
Yeah, it's
say,
a- risk-
That one must have flew over my head because
Tom Cruise, risky business. Y'all never saw that movie?
No.
Where he's at home and his
My whole ass is watching Scooby-Doo. You think I've seen fucking Risky Business featuring Tom Cruise?
It came out. It's called classic. I figured at least Dog, who's a movie buff, would have seen risky business. Like this.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really care for Tom Cruise movies, so
Fair. No one really
I
does.
probably
Fair.
haven't watched it.
Unless it's Top Gun or Mission Impossible. A lot of people don't even know.
Oh
Tom
my
Cruise
god!
made
Can that
movies.
second one come out just so I stop seeing the trailers?
no.
I'm tired of that trailer.
It got delayed another year. You'll have to watch it again 8 times.
Then take
Watch
the trailer away for a year. I'm tired
No.
of it.
See
You're
you
gonna-
in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
You're gonna watch
No
this
Way Home.
trailer for the next like 18 months. Every movie that comes on is just gonna have, hey, by the way,
Next time you hear a jet engine,
Top Gun 2
you're also gonna hear Tom Cruise whisper.
coming soon.
Oh my god! Someone shoot me.
20 bucks is 20 bucks. So you know, as
Hey,
long as the
hey.
Cash App comes through,
Yeah.
I see none. Blame it on Strange. But
Okay, sure.
yeah, no, I mean, like, also, I know I said it earlier, but like, shout out on this movie being dedicated to Thea Hunt, or I don't want to disrespect her name, Thea White. My bad.
Yeah.
Who was the voice actor for Muriel. This was her final role before she died. She died a month before it came out. So they dedicated the movie to her.
Oh.
Big, huge part of my childhood, you know. Muriel's voice,
Mm-hmm.
that the only grandma character I can really recall in Western animation besides that weird grandma from Chowder. It was weird.
Dare you?
I thought you were gonna say Sugar Mama.
Yeah.
Oh, sugar! Oh
Yeah.
my God! No, what
was
is the
like-
matter with
I'm
me?
like, what do you mean Sugar Mama is a weird?
What is the
disgusting-
matter with? No, Sugar Mama, of course, always like. Oh my gosh, I was so fixated on Cartoon Network, I didn't even
Oh.
go anywhere else. But
No, totally.
yeah,
I feel like weird
No, like-
white grandmas.
yeah.
But
I never
used
had a
to-
white grandma, so
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I know what it's
Mira-
like, but
Muriel is pretty much the greatest.
Mhm.
yeah. So thank you, Thea White. Yeah. So
Hey, did you know
What?
about the working title of this movie?
No, I did not. What was it?
All right. It's Scooby-Doo and Courage the Cowardly Dog.
That's it.
I'm blown
Should
away.
have fucking kept the working title.
I'm blown away.
Oh my god.
Oh.
yeah, the working title was a lot better than what they came up with. It was
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah, keep it fucking
It's-
simple, self-explanatory, not straight out of nowhere. Scooby-Doo and Courage the Cowardly Dog.
yeah. This was kind of I mean,
Yeah. No, overall, I would say don't go out of your way to look for it.
you
Or
did.
if you find it in a bargain bin.
Yeah. If you,
Very specifically, if you want to go through the vast works of Thea White, her like filmography
Photography. Yeah, filmography.
as like the last work that she did in the role of Muriel Bag, she gets a lot of screen time,
Mhm.
and it's a lot of fun to watch her interact with
with the
the
crazy
mis-
teens.
with the Scooby-Doo gang, and watch her interact with like all of them. It's kind of fun. Other than that, I mean, don't do it. Don't do it.
I didn't hate my time with it. I again would say just don't go out of your way for it. If you're a fan of Courage the Cowardly Dog, this movie's more for you. If you are a fan of Scooby-Doo, more so the newer gang, I guess, the new iteration of the gang. Probably
Nope.
not. Probably not. I wouldn't.
OG iteration is the best iteration.
I think that's when this should have
Oh.
came out, but
Actually, something really cool about actually having the DVD for it. They have 3 just regular episodes of Scooby-Doo, the old OG Scooby-Doo,
that's so funny.
as special features,
What episode?
which is going to be the only thing I watch on this DVD ever again.
What episodes?
One of them's about a dog napper, and the other one's a 2-parter where he teams up with Dino Mutt from the
Yo.
Blue
Oh,
Falcon.
Oh yeah. Hey, so
No.
basically the movie Scoob, right?
Mm,
If I remember right, probably better.
Now that's one thing about the team. This iteration of Mystery Incorporated. I really liked that they went with kind of the older style, but like the modern characters.
Yeah,
Like Daphne is not a damsel in distress.
yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
And she actually sounds like she has a personality instead of just, hey, I'm the cute one.
But she is.
Yeah, still is. And packing the heat with the croquet thing, knocking. Yeah.
hmm
Strong,
Fred's
independent
just a
woman,
driver.
boss moves.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
afraid to get her hands dirty.
It was kind of weird that like he wasn't. I kind of wish it would have been like the weird like middle ground Fred, where he still has like the OG stuff, but he's also like the trap dude. Like
I do miss Trap Fred. Trap Fred was
Trap
fun.
Fred was kind of like peak Fred, if I'm being honest. Everybody else's peak was the OG. Well,
No.
no, it's
He
you gotta take
made
him from
traps and they were fun.
Oh,
They're fun
oh,
traps.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
I know which
I was
version
like,
you're talking about, but
I was
that
like,
all
hold
he
on.
had.
I was like, hold on. There are a number of definitions for the word trap in this scenario.
I see.
Either he's dressing as a woman, which is his prerogative, but I've never seen that Fred myself. Y'all are more cultured than me, or it's playing into the whole straight out of nowhere thing, and I'm like, I have not seen that Fred either. But
Trap King. Fred.
okay, but like the smart, intricate planning, like setting things
The
up
engineer.
to catch the bad guy. Okay,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Okay.
that Fred,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
There was
thank you for the explanation.
there was a short 2-3 season series of Scooby-Doo
hmm
where Fred was the quote unquote leader, but he was obsessed with traps.
Love
So
traps.
while Velma was the mystery solver, solving everything and putting everything in place, he was the guy planning it out and engineering the actual like takedown.
Yeah, I'm gonna run through my favorite iterations of the Scooby-Doo gang. You've got any Scooby because he doesn't really change. I like when he doesn't talk as much. Like I feel like
Yeah.
recently he's been talking too much.
They have been
I'm
making
like-
him talk more, which
Oh,
I
y'all
did
gotta
notice
calm
in the
down.
movie.
I like philosophical caring Shaggy. I feel like it's the best Shaggy. Independent, strong yet cute. Daphne is the best. Trap Fred and Slut Velma. Those are
Oh, gosh.
the primo.
What, Velma? God damn.
Those are the primo Scooby-Doo gang right there.
Are you talking about the
100%.
Velma from
I'm
the
gonna be honest.
real life
the only
action
one I can think
Scooby-Doo?
you can do for the Velma is that one scene from Scooby-Doo 2: Monsters Unleashed,
Bingo,
and that was one scene.
bingo.
That was the scene that started the whole cosplay. Yes, she's an icon, not because of her objectifying herself, but because she
Her
objectified herself.
her well-fleshed character. She's a whole ass person with
Yes,
smarts
that's-
and sexuality
yes,
as the human experience, like
Queen.
pertains. Like,
queen,
yeah, not totally because she objectified herself,
queen.
which she may
Gosh.
have done.
And if you're intimidated, man, screw you, because
You can't solve
yeah, she can be
mysteries
hot.
as sexy
and
as you
smart.
can. Yeah.
Her body is her choice. Anyway, so let's move on. to-
Nah, you're on a roll. Keep going.
Yeah. So strange. What else?
Anything.
What was this movie?
Anything
Yeah,
else?
anything else? I
really
feel like
don't think
we've
there's-
covered this movie.
We did.
as best as we
That's
could.
about as good as it's gonna get.
I feel like Warner Brothers could not have covered this movie better because they didn't. So go us.
That's really honestly about it. Let's go ahead and
Yes.
wrap this up.
Why did
Yes.
we do this?
I don't know.
Look, this is the start of
we did
Spoopy
this
month, and this came out like last month, and it is the thematic thing, and I wanted to check it out because it fits. Okay.
Okay, because it was your call.
See,
Okay, that's what I needed
I thought
to
it
know.
was just so we can get that little rant from Static there about Slut Velma.
Yeah, specifically, this whole entire episode was dedicated just for Static to do that.
I mean,
I stand the queen who is comfortable in her sexuality.
And if you really want the true answer, I wanted a viral episode to happen. So here we are, trying to make it happen.
hey, I'm all. Anyways,
Episode about a straight to DVD movie.
Hey, people are
we're
curious.
ending at the 13 to 15 year olds. Yep, no,
Dog, be nice.
Fuck no.
Be nice, dog.
Anyways, yeah, Scooby-Doo. It was a thing. Yay.
We did it. Most of us
Yeah,
watched it.
I wouldn't watch this again at all.
Yeah, no, honestly, I guess I'm glad we did it. So now that I know what a modern Scooby-Doo movie can be like, it wasn't a bad time, but there was
If you haven't watched any of the Scooby-Doo movies that came out between like 2010 to now, this is a good one to like give you an idea of what they're like when they're at their best.
That's
That's-
sad.
So if you
That's-
don't like this one, you're not gonna like any of the other ones.
I guess I just hate the fact that Scooby-Doo is so old that they no longer have like original ideas. So now it's just what other IP can we slap Scooby-Doo on and make money just to keep things alive?
Godzilla.
I mean,
Yo.
that's what they've been doing with Tom and Jerry for the past like 10, 20 years
my
now.
God.
Yeah,
I don't even want to
buy this thing.
I don't
Here's
want to
what
go
they
down
need
that
to
rabbit
do.
hole.
Here's what they need to do. 2022, give us Scooby-Doo uncovers the secrets of the music industry featuring the Hex Girls. The true horrors and atrocities that is happening in the music industry. That right there would be amazing, and I will watch it.
It's gonna
Never
be a
gonna
Hex
happen.
Girls album. At this point, you just want the Hex Girls album.
Look,
And uncover the scary horrors of the music industry.
look. If we wish hard enough, just like this movie, if we wish hard enough, we can get a Hex Girl albums. We just have to say it on the episode. So
It
I
worked
think
for
it might
this
happen
movie,
next year.
apparently.
Yeah, it might happen next year. Who knows?
Maybe. Probably
Hear
not.
that? Hear
but
that,
maybe.
Warner Brothers? We got our Courage and Scooby Doo crossover. Give us the Hex Girls album.
I'll put a
next
spell on you.
Hey, if they sing that song, that'd be great.
I think the lyrics are, "I'll cast a spell on you."
All right.
I'm gonna get the fuck out of here so you can listen to all the podcasts on all your podcatchers. We're talking Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Podcast for Content Breaker, or you can catch us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube as well. Content Breaker too. Y'all have stuff.
Yes, you can find me at Static Dreads on Twitter because Twitter will be working, unlike Instagram and Facebook. So you can find me on Twitter working at Static Dreads with a Z.
You can find me at Strangely Entertaining on YouTube, uploading some Sekiro this week. Always fun. We'll be getting back to Subnautica later. Catch me on the streaming services as well on Twitch Tuesdays at 7. And literally the day after this podcast, come check me out 10 a.m. Eastern Central Time on Friday for a Metroid marathon where I'll be playing Metroid Dread all day long.
Proud parent. Proud parent.
My word. Zog, what are we talking about next week?
Well, unlike the wholesomeness of Scooby-Doo and Courage the Cowardly Dog, we go on the exact opposite side and talking about
Oh, pie!
some very oh shit. The ecchi anime High School DxD.
We've got a really fucked up quarter in front of us, boys.
You degenerates.
This is why I joined the podcast.
We'll catch
Well,
y'all
I
next
can say
week
the next one's gonna be fun.
for High School DxD. It's about demons, right?
Yeah, sure.